up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the lie. All you never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look at tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Foreign cars driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, press that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my head. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord. Head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Clock 11! Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Hey, Delta!
43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check, 40.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Shoot.
43 is the Mike. You're trash.
Round.
43 is the Mike. 43.
Hey, seam 6. Behind me.
From the gun, Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 4th down and on his Ty Long to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Locking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Tighten up.
X3. 218. Chop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Alert 3.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Get him.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 1, Locke. He's got his man. It's Kurz. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
General West. Let's go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go now.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check.
Bravo.
Check. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Stop.
Protein spill.
He's coming.
Get it.
That's caught. It's Eli Rogers. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Double dog. That's the way. Deuce. Watch out.
You draw Corcoran.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Check, green 80, ground 80.
Check, 43. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
12 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Wait, 89.
Now a give right side. It's Scott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Block 11! Left!
Let's see what you got.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Set 180.
Here we go. Check 20. 26.
On second down, it's Scott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Sanders. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 26.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 44 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That throw into the arms of Allen. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
To throw, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rivers now. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rivers. He's got Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Rocket.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Boston Scott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6-6, mullet high. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 57. Get it.
On 2nd and 7. Lock. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Lock. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
What we got?
From the 38, Rivers. Open man is Kirk, complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
You got it. You got it.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Still 180. Block 11.
Begin.
On first down, Scott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers, his throw incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
General West. Hey, exit.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Switch, switch, switch.
Ready.
Block off of play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rivers to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
4 right. Black 15.
Check, 43. Let's go, team.
Buckle left. Load it. Load it.
43 is the mic. I got wide.
Rivers on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
White, 89.
Here's Scott. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to punch this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check four, check four. Protein spill. They're going to need some therapy after this. Deep grip.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check.
Rivers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Round 80. Check, 43. Yeah, let's get that ball here.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And nowhere to get away. Rivers Rivers is dropped. Derek Wolfe, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Rivers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A gain of 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now Scott. They find some open field here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Scott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Scott. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Boston Scott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his man. It's Kurz. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos
go, here we go. 60 or. Come on, Kick. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Snap.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 52.
Matchbox lights.
From the 45 on second down. Lock. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And we'll see who's faster.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
6-6, pull it high. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Slam.
5.
They go back to Riddick. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Check.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Slam.
3, 218, chop.
I'm coming.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated.
They've got his man complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, LA. Christian Kirk, 95 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Lock to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Rivers now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Load it.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 49. Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They look to throw. It's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loved that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On the set. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. Check three. Topper! 58. Hey, orbit. Ready?
Play action. Now it's Locke. And this is caught by Curse. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards on the play. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Lock gonna go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And, you know, it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Ty Long now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Off that 61. Matchbox light.
Now Riddick. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, two.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might give radio silence back.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.